How many entrepreneurs have made big impacts by doing what they were told and following the herd? Lots? Most of them? Any at all? It's not likely. To make a difference, you've got to be different. So let's challenge some assumptions that we have about online business. We're the Video Doctors, helping entrepreneurs conquer video. We have new videos every week where we talk about things like technology, editing and performance, and marketing strategy, relationship building, and the systems you need to grow. If that sounds like something you need, you should subscribe. Also check out the show notes for all of the links. And now, let's talk about challenging conventions. In the office at one of my old jobs, we had a whole bunch of those startup vitamins coffee mugs. My favorite was the one that said, "Always challenge the old ways." I've always kind of challenged the old ways a little. It's never struck me as particularly obvious that the way something was done was the way that it should be done, from cooking to relationships to business models. Why not just try it differently? Sometimes this is easy, but other times it's not, especially when you're part of a community that really insistently does things a certain way. One of those things in the online marketing space is the absolute and utter insistence that even as innovators and market disruptors, it's really important to identify your niche and ideal customer before doing anything else. This strikes me as incredibly foolish, kind of backwards. It bothers me so much that I wrote about it in a guest post for That Marketing Dude last fall. There's a link to the post in the description of this video, but the key point I was trying to make was that even though everyone is teaching and advising that coming up with your niche and identifying your ideal customer is the first step that is taught, it's actually kind of a backwards way to try and build a business when you're just starting out. You can have your niche and customers served up to you on a silver platter if you just try a bunch of things and sell a bunch of stuff to a bunch of people and then figure out what you and everyone else like the best. Flipping the thinking a little bit turns what is a huge point of procrastination into the end result of making money and learning things. And this carries through in so many areas of our businesses. Just like my old coffee mug, we should always challenge our assumptions about everything, especially when it seems like everyone else is saying, this is the thing to do. It may end up being the right thing, but maybe it's not the right way for you and what you want to accomplish. So I'd like you to think about your particular business and industry. What are the elements that you take for granted? What do you see as just being the way it is? Some examples might be that you have to charge premium prices to bring real value. You have to have a landing page to grow an email list. You should try and save money through outsourcing. Or you should look a certain way and convey a certain image at all times. Now, any and all of these could be true for you, but unless you ask questions about them and think about different possibilities, you'll never know for sure. Ask yourself really seriously, does it have to be this way? Is the way I've chosen to do this the most honorable, the most effective, the most profitable, serving the people who need it the most in line with my values? No one has ever changed an industry or the world by saying, I'll just do what everyone tells me. So why are we so willing to do that when it comes to learning how to run our businesses? Who is to say that you can't come up with a better idea on your own? Think about that for a few minutes this week. Try and identify what truths you hold to be true in your business without having really and deeply examined them. To get started, pick one assumption that you're accepting and try to come up with at least 3 ways that it could be different. Here's what that might look like. If I'm operating from the assumption that in order to provide real value to my coaching clients, I need to charge them premium prices, I can consider a few aspects of that assumption. Are the people most in need of my services the ones who can pay the most? Is working one-on-one with individuals the best way for me to deliver maximum value? Is the amount of money I feel I need to charge based on what other people are doing or based on what I want and need? Pick things you assume to be true and think through what it would be like if they weren't. Even if you don't end up using one of your new ideas, you'll be able to move forward knowing that you considered legitimate alternatives. If you want a hand with this, we've got a worksheet that you can use to help you through this thinking, and you can download it by clicking over to our website and getting it from the blog. While you're at it, if you like this video, please subscribe. This video was written in the thought leader style, one of the 5 that my partner Audra Casino and I have identified as the most beneficial short video styles for online entrepreneurs. If you want to find out which style is best for you and your business, head on over, take our quiz, and we'll let you in on how to make them while we're at it.